Lopamudra, Rishika, Vedic seer and philosopher. Vak Rishika, Vedic seer and philosopher, Mantradrika. Gosha Kakshivati, Brahmavadini, Rishika, Vedic seer and philosopher, Mantradrika. Maitreyi, Vedic philosopher, Brahmavadini. Gargi Vachaknavi, Vedic philosopher, Brahmavadini. Sulabha, Brahmavadini, ascetic yogini. The list of Brahmavadinis and Rishikas in the Rig Veda, as well as the semi-mythical heroines found in the great Indian epics, can be very long, since according to various estimates, the Rig Veda alone mentions around 30 female sages, including Ratri Bharadvaji, Vishvavara Atreyi, Apala Atreyi, Yami Vaivasvati, and others. However, information about them is generally scant, and they remain more enigmatic, semi-legendary, and less historically verifiable figures. Therefore, in this historical review, we will not dwell too much on the figures of the Vedic period, but will consistently draw attention to post-Vedic figures in the spiritual landscape of India. In fact, after the Vedic period, the later Brahmanical tradition preserved very few accounts of spiritually authoritative women, but not for lack of them. As Vedic ritualism consolidated into orthodox Brahmanism, the avenues for women's independent expression diminished, confining them primarily to domestic roles focused on maintaining familial well-being, while the transmission of Vedic traditions and scriptures became increasingly restricted to the male line of Brahmin scholars and priests. However, parallel to the formation of a strict dogmatic Brahminical school, non-Brahmin female priestesses, pukaris, and oracles, Velachapadu, continued to exist in folk and tribal communities. Unlike the Brahmanical tradition, which developed and consolidated its teachings through Sanskrit texts such as the Puranas, their roles were transmitted orally, ceremonially, and in folklore, leaving little concrete record of specific women figures. Particularly in southern India, village cults centered on tribal protectors and local goddesses, Gramadevatas, as well as family or clan deities, Kuladevatas, where women played a vital role in ritual performance and often served as priestesses. These local goddess traditions, when later integrated with ascetic and yogic currents, became foundational to the rise of tantric schools. At the same time, with the rise of the Shramana movements, Buddhism, Jainism, and other ascetic schools, from the 6th century before the Common Era onward, new spaces opened where women could participate in metaphysical dialogue, compose texts, and even lead religious communities. Mahapajapati Gautami, Buddhism, foster mother and the first female disciple of the Buddha, Bhikkhuni, Arahant. Sundari Nanda, Buddhism, half-sister of Gautama Buddha, Bhikkhuni Arahant. Yasodhara, or Bhadakakana, Buddhism, wife of Prince Siddhartha, Bhikkhuni Arahant. Visakha, or Migaramata, Buddhism, female lay disciple of the Buddha, chief female patron. Kema, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in wisdom. Sujata, Buddhism, female lay follower of the Buddha. Samavati, Buddhism, queen lay follower of the Buddha. Kujutara, Buddhism, servant in Queen Samavati's household. Patakara, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in discipline. Kisa Gotami, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant. Baddha Kapilani, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in recollecting past lives. Baddha Kundalakesa, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant. Upalavana, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in psychic powers. Dhammadinna, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in teaching the Dhamma. Sakula, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in the divine eye. Sigala Kamata, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in meditative mastery. Sona Theri, Buddhism, Bhikkhuni Arahant, foremost nun in energy and effort. Amrapali, or Ambapalika, Buddhism, courtesan turned Bhikkhuni and Arahant. The 16 Satis, Sol Satya, Svetambara Jainism, exemplars of feminine virtue and devotion. Kandana, or Chandanbala, Jainism, Aryaka, first woman disciple of Mahavira, head of the nuns, one of the 16 Satis. The emerging Shramana movement, most prominently represented in the 6th to 5th centuries before current era by Buddhism and Jainism, played a role in shaping India's religious and philosophical life. Both the Buddhist Bhikkhuni Sangha and the Jain nuns communities offered women a chance to renounce the worldly roles imposed on them by Brahmanical norms and to pursue spiritual realization. According to traditional Jain accounts, Mahavira's order at one point included 36,000 nuns and 14,000 monks. Over time, however, Buddhism and Jainism declined in the Indian heartland, although Buddhism continued to persist in some northern regions, spreading its influence to Tibet and other parts of the Himalayas. In most of India, from the early centuries current era onward, Brahmanical traditions, grounded in Vedic authority and increasingly codified through texts such as the Manusmriti, finally asserted their dominance. These traditions emphasized Varna and later Jati hierarchies and generally restricted women's access to independent spiritual authority and education. Although local goddess cults, Gramadevatas, and folk traditions involving female oracles continued to flourish, these traditions were preserved mainly through oral folklore. As a result, the Brahmanical school left behind an extensive intellectual and textually attested legacy, while women's contributions to folk and local religious life remained virtually unattested in writing, though preserved through countless living goddess traditions and rituals. It was not until the rise of the Bhakti movement, beginning in the early medieval period, 6th century current era onward, that love of God, expressed through poetry, music, and devotional practice, became an opportunity for women to live spiritually and express themselves. This opened space for women saints, poets, and mystics to speak directly in the language of love and surrender, transcending the traditional barriers of gender and social status. Deep personal devotion and love found vivid expression in the poetry and lives of figures such as Mirabai, Janabai, and other saints, revealing a profound feminine nature and affirming women's equal claim to a spiritual life that transcended the imposed limitations of priestly power and temple ritual. Avayar, Sangam Tamil poet sant, first Avayar of at least 3 most famous. Karaikal Ammayar, Shaivism, Tamil woman saint, one of the 63 Nayanars. Mangayarkarasiyar, Shaivism, Tamil woman saint, one of the 63 Nayanars. Isaigyaniyar, Shaivism, Tamil woman saint, one of the 63 Nayanars. Ubhaya Bharati, philosopher, wife of Mandana Mishra, and judge in the debate with Shankara. Avayar, Tamil poet saint, second Avayar. Mandarava, or Pandaravasini, Buddhism, consorts and disciples of Padmasambhava, Guru Rinpoche. Andal, Vaishnavism, one of the 12 Alvars. Lakshmankara, Vajrayana Buddhism, Tantric Yogini, one of the 84 Mahasiddhas. Manibhadra, Vajrayana Buddhism, Tantric Yogini, one of the 84 Mahasiddhas. Makala and Kanakala, two Yogini sisters who figure among the 84 Mahasiddhas of Vajrayana Buddhism, Nath tradition. Niguma, Vajrayana Buddhism, Tantric Yogini. Sukhasiddhi, Vajrayana Buddhism, Tantric Yogini. Vimala Mai, Nath Yogini, one of the 84 Mahasiddhas, founder of Ipanth. Akka Mahadevi, Vachanakara movement, Lingayat Dharma, female mystic and poet. Nila Gangambaik or Nilambaik, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, female saints, Vachanakara movement, Basavana's wife, Shaivism. Akka Nagamma or Akanagalambike, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, Vachanakara movement, Lingayat tradition, Shaivism. Kotanada Somava, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, Vachanakara movement, Shaivism. Satyaka, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, Vachanakara movement, Shaivism. Kalave, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, Vachanakara movement, Shaivism. Ayadaki Lakamma, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, Vachanakara movement, Shaivism. Gogava or Nastinatha, Vachanakara movement, Lingayat tradition. Bonta Devi, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, female saints, Vachanakara tradition. Lingama, Lingayat Sharaneyaru, Vachanakara movement, Shaivism. Muktayaka, Vachanakara movement, Lingayat tradition. Kalyanamma, Vachanakara movement, Lingayat tradition. Itagi Bhimamma or Bhimambika, Vachanakara movement, Lingayat tradition. Avayar, Tamil poet, 3rd Avayar, Chola period. Gangasati, Gujarati Bhakti poet saint. Sant Mahadamba or Mahadaisa or Rupabai, saint of Maharashtra, Mahanubhav sect. Sant Janabai, saint of Maharashtra, Varkari saint poetess. Sant Muktabai, saint of Maharashtra, sister of Sant Gnaneshwar. Sant Soyarabai, saint of Maharashtra, Varkari saint poetess, wife of Sant Chokamela. Laleshwari or Lal Ded, Kashmiri Shaiva mystic and poet. Hemareddy Mal Amma, female saint of Karnataka, Vachanakara movement, Lingayat tradition. Sant Nirmala Bai, Varkari saint and poetess from Maharashtra. Sant Sakubai, saint of Maharashtra. Ai Mataji or Sri Ai Mata, incarnation of the Divine Mother, Rajasthan. Sant Kanhopatra, saint of Maharashtra, devotion to Lord Vital. Talyapaka Tirumalamma or Timaka, Telugu poet and Bhakti saint. Srimati Janava Devi, Gaudiya Vaishnavism, Diksha Guru and Sampradaya head. Mirabai, Sant Bhakti poet, devotee of Krishna. Rana Bai, Sant poetess of the Jat community, Rajasthan. Haba Khatun, Kashmiri Muslim poetess and ascetic. Madhavi Patanayak, Gaudiya Vaishnava Bhakti, one of the earliest female poets in the Odia language. Atukuri Malla, Telugu female poet. Fulibai Ji, or Sant Shiromani Bhakt Fulibai, Sant poetess of the Jat community. Bhakt Shiromani Karmabai, Bhakti saint, Vaishnavism. Mata Rupa Bhavani, Kashmiri mystic and poet saint. Sant Janabai, saint of Maharashtra. Sant Bahinabai, Varkari saint poet of Maharashtra. Jaganmatha Eshwari Devi, Yoga Sadhana, Brahmamgari Matam tradition. Keladi Chennamma, warrior queen of the Keladi Nayaka kingdom, from Lingayat community, Karnataka. Mata Sahib Kaurji, Sikhism, spiritual mother of the Khalsa. Helavanakate Giriyama, Hari Bhakti, female saint and poet of the Haridasa movement. Ahilyabai Holkar, Queen of Malwa, patron of Shaiva temples and public welfare, Central India. Sahjo Bai, Bhakti poet saint, Rajasthan. Daya Bai, Bhakti poet saint, Rajasthan. Shenkotai Sri Avudai Akal, Tamil Bhakti and Advaita Vedanta. Bhairavi Brahmani, Tantric Yoga, one of the teachers of Sri Ramakrishna. Tarigonda Vengamamba, Tamil Sampoe, Vaishnavism. Gauribai, Bhakti poet saint. Hazrat Babajan, Sufi saint, Kutub, Satguru. Gopalar Ma, disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, companion of Holy Mother Sarada Devi. Sri Shankari Mother, Raja Yoga, disciple of Trilanga Swami. Savitribai Phule, not a saint or guru, but a pioneering social reformer and champion of women's education and rights in India. Piro Preman, Gulabdazya sect, Dalit poetess and mystic. Bayaji Bai, or Bayaji Ma, follower of Sai Baba of Shirdi. Radhaji Maharaj, Radha Swami Faith, wife of Shiv Dayal Singh. Laxmibai Shinde, follower of Sai Baba of Shirdi. Golap Ma, disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, companion of Holy Mother Sarada Devi. Doka Sithamma, Telugu saint, philanthropist, Karma Yoga. Jogin Ma, Ramakrishna tradition, companion of Sarada Devi. Sri Sarada Devi, spiritual consort of Sri Ramakrishna, revered as the Holy Mother. Buaji Saheba, Radha Swami, third Sant Satguru of the Agra Radha Swami lineage. Gauri Ma, Ramakrishna tradition, disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. Srimata Charushila Devi, Ramakrishna tradition, disciple of Sri Sarada Devi, established an ashram in Dhaka. Lakshmi Devi, Ramakrishna tradition. Sister Nivedita, disciple of Swami Vivekananda, participant in the Indian freedom movement and social reformer of Irish origin. Giribala Yogini, Kriya Yoga, Nirahara Yogini, practice of going without food. Sri Mahayogi Lakshmama Ava, Avaduta saint from Andhra Pradesh. Mother Kusum Kumari Devi, venerated together with her consort Haranath Thakur as Kusum Haranath. The mother or Mira Alfasa, Sri Aurobindo's integral yoga, co-founder of the Sri Aurobindo Ashram in Puducherry. Brahmajna Ma, Advaita philosophy. Sri Yashoda Ma, Gaudiya Vaishnavism, co-founded the Mirtola Ashram. Pravrajika Bharatiprana, disciple of Sri Sarada Devi and the first president of Sri Sarada Math. Sri Anandamayi Ma, Indian mystic, spiritual teacher and saint. Sri Chivatam Amma, Avaduta saint, Digambara ascetic. Indira Devi or Jiyama, co-founded and nurtured the Ramashram Satsang. Srimata Gayatri Devi, Vedanta Center by Swami Paramananda, first Indian woman teacher Vedanta in the West. Malatibai Vinayak Date, devotional bhakti, companion of Professor V.H. Date. Sri Kalavati I Mata, Bhakti poet, Indian saint. Guruji Amma or Srimati Annapurnamba, Sri Vidya. Godavari Mataji, spiritual head of the Sakori Ashram after Guru Sri Upasani Maharaj. Daya Mata, not Indian, but one of the earliest American disciples of Paramahansa Yogananda and the third president of SRF and YSS. Mata Vibhutananda Puri, Indian Yogini, Hindu traditions of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya. Sant Mata Ranjit Kaurji, Sikh spiritual guide and head of the Vishav Gurmat Ruhani Mission Charitable Trust. V. Nanamal, or Yoga Grandma, Indian yoga teacher. Vimala Thakar, Buddhan movement, Indian spiritual teacher, social activist. Tri-prayer Shiva Yogini Amma, Brahma Vidya and Yoga. Jilelamudi Amma or Matrusri Anasuya Devi, mystic and spiritual guru from Andhra Pradesh. Shri Mataji Nirmala Srivastava, Sahaja Yoga. Om Malati Mataji, Advaita philosophy, disciple of Swami Sivananda Saraswati. Mata Bhagwati Devi Sharma, Gayatri Sadhana, co-founder of the all-world Gayatri Parivar. Mrinalini Mata, not Indian, but one of the earliest American disciples of Paramahansa Yogananda and the fourth president of SRF and YSS. Gyanmati Mata Ji, Jain Digambara Nun, Aryika and scholar. Sri Mata Devi Vanamali, Bhakti Yoga, founder of Vanamali Gita Yogashram, teaching the principles of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Devi Mayamma, ascetic saint of Kanyakumari. Acharya Chandana, Jainism, the first woman in Jain history to receive the title of Acharya. Ekirala Alivelu Mangamma, wife and spiritual partner of Sri Acharya Ekirala Bharadwaja. Pujniya Mataji, or Bade Mataji, Karma Yoga, companion of Guruji and a pillar of Himgiri Sthan's spiritual and social mission. Sadvikanak Prabha, Jain Nun of the Shvetambara Terapanth tradition, the 8th Sadvi Pramukha, head of nuns. Yamuna Devi, non-Indian ISKCON leader, disciple of Swami Prabhupada, helped found the temple in Vrindavan. Srila Sri Jayalakshmi Amma Guru, Naga Devatha worship, folk Shaktism. Mahasonayasini Sri Sri Samhita Devi, or Sri Sri Mamoni, spiritual successor of Swami Swarupananda Paramhansa Dev, Baba Moni, and leader of Akhanda Sangha. Sri Mahamandaleshwar Santosh Puri Gita Bharatiji, Hindu ascetic, spiritual teacher. Sri Ma Madhobi Ma, spiritual teacher based in New Delhi, Shakti Upasika and Kriya Yogini. Hansa Yogendra, Indian yoga teacher, president of the Yoga Institute in Mumbai. Srimad Sai Rajarajeshwari Amma, founder of the Shakti Peetham, Bangalore, Karnataka, Shakta tradition. Sri Ma of Kamakya, Shakta Tantra, centered around the Kamakya temple in Assam, India. Sri Shanti Mayi, non-Indian spiritual teacher of the Sacha lineage of Navnath Sampradaya. Ma Devaki, Yogi Ramsaratkumar's disciple. Mata Amritananda Mayi or Amachi, world-renowned spiritual leader, humanitarian and founder of the Mata Amritananda Mayi Math. Sri Amma Padmavathi, co-founder of the Oneness movement with Sri Kalki Bhagavan, head of Oneness University. Gurumai Chidvilasananda, spiritual head of the Siddha Yoga. Satguru Mata Savinder Hardev Ji Maharaj, fifth spiritual head of the Sant Nirankari mission. Sadhvi Vishrutvi Bhaji, Jainism, Terapanth order, 9th Sadhvi Pramukha. Amma Shri Karunamayi, Sanatana Dharma, contemporary Indian spiritual teacher and humanitarian. Shri Mata Swadha Devi, Hamsa Ashramam, Advaita Vedanta. Mother Mira, Indian spiritual teacher and author living in Germany. Sadhvi Ritambhara, spiritual leader and social activist, founder chairperson of Durga Vahini. Anand Murti Guru Ma, Indian spiritual teacher. Pujya Guruma Atmanandamayi Amma, Sushumna Kriya Yoga. Swamini Pramananda, Purna Vidya Foundation, Advaita Vedanta teacher. Sri Jayanti Kumaraswamy, founder of the Sri Jai Satya Mission, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, spiritual humanitarian and teacher of universal oneness. B.K. Shivani, Brahma Kumaris Organization, spiritual teacher and motivational speaker. Parvati Baul, folk singer, practitioner, and exponent of the Baul spiritual tradition. Satguru Mata Sudiksha Ji Maharaj, sixth spiritual head of the Sant Nirankari mission. Jaya Kishori, Bhakti tradition, spiritual singer and motivational speaker. Mataji Anai Nagalakshmi, Kriya Yoga, immortal sister, often paternal cousin, of Mahavatar Babaji.